Crystal Caves in the Cayman Islands were so worth the anxiety of barely making it back to my cruise ship. While you wait for your tour to start, you can hang out under these, and you can even hang out with some chickens, which I highly recommend. They do provide free bug spray, which they recommend you put on because there's a lot of mosquitoes, so do that. There's also a gemstone mining thing if that suits your fancy. Before your tour, there is a little bit of a history lesson as well as a safety brief, so just make sure you're paying attention. You'll also be introduced to your tour guide, so make sure you say hello. Ours was absolutely hysterical. Once said and done, you'll get into a van to be taken over to the caves. You do see 3 caves on this tour: the lake, root, and open ceiling. Before embarking, we were told about poisonous plants that are in the area, so we were told not to touch any of the greenery, which no problem, but these are some nice trails. First stop was at the tree house, which is just the gift shop as well as the restaurant. Don't feel obligated to buy anything, but it is there. A lot of the plants are also labeled, so like this one was a mango tree, so that was kind of cool. First stop is the open ceiling cave, and you do have to walk down this very spirally staircase, so do be careful. Immediately, you'll see why this is called the open ceiling cave, and I thought this place was stunning. Loving the natural skylight. We were also shown some fossils from when the caves were underwater. That was really cool. And we found a bat. He's adorable. Back to labeled plants. The Caymans sure just call it like they see it. Next was the roots cave. At first, it doesn't really look like much, but then you go ahead and enter the second room. This is where the cave gets its name. The roots go all the way from the ceiling to the ground. As a note, you're not allowed to actually touch anything in the cave. However, we were allowed to touch these because they had already been broken and people had paid the fines. Last but not least is the lake cave, and there is a bouncer when you walk in, so make sure you're cool. As we work towards our destination, we also met the protector of the lake, which is of course the Kraken. At first, it's not very impressive, but then the lights go on and it's absolutely incredible. Seriously, just look at this water. This goes so far back, and apparently the mineral content in this is so high that it can't sustain any life. Our final stop was the bat caves. There are tons of them, and yes, they will just fly around. Just look at the babies. This tour was booked via a third party, not the cruise line, but if you're coming to Georgetown, Cayman Islands, I 1000% recommend it.